Live from Coleman Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Mustang Football 2015. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chris Lee, alongside, as always, with Jeremy Sadowski, and we're here to bring you exciting high school football action as your Maricosta Mustangs from Manhattan Beach travel to Inglewood to take on the Morningside Monarchs. Of course, this game, thanks to action earlier today, takes on even more importance for the Mustangs. Jeremy, earlier today, Redondo and PV played their contest. Of course, PV does not have lights, so their games are done at 3 o'clock in the afternoon typically. Uh, Jeremy, what happened in that game, and how can the results of that contest affect tonight's game for the Mustangs?
Well, Chris, House Verdes defeated Redondo 15-8, and thus clinched the Bay League title with an undefeated Bay League record. Now that sets the Mustangs have to win this game to set up a battle for second place next week versus the Seahawks over at Waller Stadium. So the Seahawks have only the one loss under their belt. The Mustangs right now have one loss under their belt. And pretty much the winner of that game next week between Maricosta and Redondo will pretty much give the winner a home game in the playoffs. It's not guaranteed, but it's almost guaranteed that the winner will get a home playoff game.
Yeah, you mentioned the Mustangs with that 2-1 league record, hoping to make that 3-1 tonight. Mustangs also coming in 7-1 overall. So if they win tonight, going 3-1 in league, 8-1 overall. Even if the Mustangs were to happen to lose next week and slip into third, going into the playoffs with an 8-2 overall record would certainly help their seeding. So if they can pull off tonight and win against Redondo next week, which would then put them at 9-1, you can pretty much guarantee that they would have home field advantage in that first round contest, even as the number 2 seed.
Talking about a home field advantage here, we have Morningside again on the grass field. We got them underneath the runway here at LAX, so it's pretty loud. We got planes coming in. It's again, the Mustangs have only played on grass one time this year, and that was against Newport Harbor. So at least the Mustangs should be ready for what should be a hard-fought game. This is a Monarch team that has turned it around this year, and I'm looking forward to seeing this. Of course, you remember the last time we were here, Chris. It was as seniors, 1990, 25 years ago. And those Monarchs, they beat us that night.
Of course, the Monarchs come in tonight, Jeremy. You mentioned their improvement during the this recent season. They do come in tonight with a 4-4 overall record and a 1-2 record in the Bay League. That one win coming in their Bay League opener against Peninsula, which of course is now disbanded their football season for at least the 2015 season. But after that 24-21 win at Peninsula, they have since lost 49-20 at Redondo and 29-7 against Palos Verdes. Tough season, a little bit of an up and down season for the Monarchs, but certainly, like you said, much improved from what we've seen over recent years. Coach Lafayette Fletcher has been doing a fantastic job Each year, hopefully, this team can continue to improve. That does nothing but make the Bay League even stronger.
Yeah, one of the notable Monarch alumni, of course, is Byron Scott, who is the current Lakers head coach and who was involved in several of those championships during those dominating years of the Lakers in the 80s.
Mustangs captains at midfield. That's, of course, number 24, Brandon Espeso, as well as number 32, Justice Tavai, as well as number 12, quarterback David Arredondo. Jeremy, David Arredondo certainly has had a fantastic season for the Mustangs from game one all the way through last week's Mustangs victory against Inglewood. But one name that has really jumped out these last couple of weeks, and in particular last week, has been the Mustangs junior wide receiver, number 3, Justin Goring. Really has been tearing it up not only on offense but defense. And for this year's Mustang squad, you've talked about it before, not a whole lot of Mustangs players are having to go both ways, as they say, both on offense and defense. Justin Goring, one of the few that do, but we can understand why, because he has really been making an impact on both sides of the ball. Jeremy, talk to me real quick about how impressed you've been with Justin Goring as this season has really developed.
Yeah, Chris, I would say it all started for me in Palos Verdes. After the Palos Verdes game, when I came up to him and I talked to him afterwards, and he was so determined not to taste that ugly taste of defeat again this season. And he told me they weren't going to taste it again. And I believe him. The way he has come out and played with so much heart ever since then. And don't get me wrong, he was playing really inspired ball before that, but after that game, he has just stepped up. And then, yeah, last week with Omar Morrison down with a injured ankle, we should be seeing him back some tonight, but he might be rested again. But Goring has definitely stepped up, as well as number 6, Jamal Williams.
Well, we are underway here. Of course, the Monarchs in their home, red and white. Mustangs in their road, white and green uniforms. Again, Monarchs, the Morningside Monarchs here, start off this contest first and 10 in shotgun, and we see Jonah Tavai breaking through the line, but the question is he offside or was he drawn offside? And the answer is he was drawn offside. Motion against Morningside. First and 15 now. And it's a QB keeper. Stopped quickly by the Mustangs defense. I see number 31 Fisher right in the middle of that one. Second and long here for the Monarchs. This time it's a handoff, and making a couple of nifty moves for the Monarchs out there was looked like that was number 6, Jalen Wright, the 5'10 senior. Got some good yardage. It's third down though for Morningside. And there is the pass attempt, and that is complete. Knocked out of bounds finally at the 40, I'll call it the 46-yard line by the Mustangs' number 2, Spencer Gilbert. Spencer, the sophomore, not only has been playing excellent for the Mustangs at the corner position, as well as the backup quarterback for David Arredondo. And meantime, Mustangs come up with a big stop. And in fact, it's a turnover. Mustangs get the ball.
Yeah, Chris, it was a good snap by the center, but then on the handoff attempt, the quarterback just did not get the ball into the running back's belly, and it was dropped, and then Fisher was right there to clean it up.
So the Mustangs take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground. That was a handoff on the left-hand side. Good run out there. Looked like that may have been Williams with the carry, but looking to see for sure. Meantime, good yardage on 1st down, so it's 2nd and short. Mustangs go on the ground again, and that is Williams. Recognize him easily by that stiff arm. I compared him last week to the Minnesota Vikings running back, Adrian Peterson. In terms of running style, Williams not only has speed, but boy, is he a powerful runner. Meantime, flag comes in. Arredondo looks like he may have caught Morningside sleeping there with the hard count. In fact, he did. It is offsides against Morningside, and that will give the Mustangs a free 1st down. Good job by Arredondo. 1st and 10 now, Mustangs.
It's good to see that Omar Morrison's back on the field for the Mustangs now.
Meantime, Arredondo airing it out, has a man in the corner of the end zone, but just incomplete, knocked away at the last second. Looked like that may have been Goring, his intended receiver there. Good throw, but nice play on the ball by the Monarchs defensive back. Meantime, you just mentioned Morrison, and he has the ball there, but oh boy, he is stopped for a loss. 3rd down and long coming up for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Chris, it appears that Morrison is still having some of the effects of that weak ankle. It'll be interesting to see how much time he's going to get tonight.
Meantime, Arredondo to the air, and that is incomplete. Sione, his intended target. 4th down and long coming up. Awkward field position here for the Mustangs offense, so they go for it on 4th. Arredondo trying to again use that hard count, and instead does his little patented quick kick. Boy, he has that down perfectly. That one is downed by the Mustangs number 58, Nick Rangel. And that will be a 1st and 10 now for the Monarchs, deep into their own territory. Bad snap. That one's loose, and that one, Mustangs all over it. They may have recovered that one, and they do! Fumble recovery, looks like by Jonah Tavai.
Yeah, Chris, again, we have seen this Mustang defensive line has gotten into the heads of their opponents all season. You got Jonah right over the center at nose guard. You got Cameron Alexander. You got Justice Tavai, and now that's 2 consecutive plays with a fumble.
Meantime, Arredondo under pressure, and down he goes. 2nd down and 10 coming up. 2 turnovers already tonight here for the Mustangs defense. Here in the 1st quarter, that's Williams with the carry, pounding his way forward. Currently, there is no score yet, but the Mustangs deep in Monarch territory. 3rd and goal coming up. Arredondo in shotgun, 2 backs behind him. Fakes. No, he does hand off to the 1st back through. It looks like that is going to be 4th down. Mustangs get to about the 2-yard line, so it's going to be a field goal attempt by Grand Lips. We will call this one a 19-yard field goal attempt. The kick by Lips is up high, straight, and it is good. So the Mustangs get on the scoreboard. Thanks to the 19-yard field goal by Graham Lips, they lead 3-0 here in the opening quarter.
Again, Chris, that field goal attempt was set up by the Mustangs defense, recovering that fumble and getting the Mustangs great field position and getting the Mustangs now on the board.
Mustangs short kick. That one's bouncing around the 12-yard line. That was a live ball. In fact, Sione was right on top of it, very nearly recovered. However, the Monarchs do keep possession. And that snap is over the head of the quarterback. It's into the end zone. Mustangs tackle him. That will be a safety. Mustangs get the safety thanks to the bad snap. Goring just got done talking about him, was the first one there.
Yeah, Chris, and like I've been saying, that Mustang defensive line is really getting into the heads of their opponents, as that is now 3 consecutive fumbles, 2 bad snaps.
Mustangs, thanks to the safety, lead now 5-0, and with that punt, Mustangs will get the ball right back deep, already past midfield, so good field position here for the Mustangs. 1st and 10. Arredondo looks to the left-hand side, and that is incomplete, going for Sione. 2nd and 10 coming up. Three receivers bunched to the right of quarterback Arredondo. He throws instead to the middle of the field. That is caught by Espeso. A flag does come in. Let's see what the call is here. And Mustangs 1st and 10. On the end around, and oh boy, Goring goes down. Nice tackle, good penetration by Charles Acano of the Monarchs. Goring never really had a chance on that one. It's 2nd and long. Arredondo has a running back middle screen working here. Mustangs Williams able to get it down to about the 29-yard line. Third and 8 coming up for the Mustangs. Arredondo going for the snap. Instead, he's going to dial in an audible here. Let's see what the coaching staff noticed. Arredondo looks right, throws right, and that is complete. Number 7 there for the Mustangs. That is, of course, Casey Bonner. Casey, the 6-foot junior, was a very effective receiver for quarterback Arredondo earlier in the season. Good to see him back out there and healthy. Meantime, Arredondo on the QB keeper on 1st and 10 uses that size and athletic ability to get good yardage here for the Mustangs. Arredondo, one back to his right, one behind him. He gives to the one behind him, which is, of course, number 22 for the Mustangs. That is Omar Morrison. Omar with good yardage off left guard. It's going to bring up a 2nd down situation here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Chris, that was a nice move by Omar to make a little cut on that ankle. So hopefully we'll be seeing more of what we saw all season.
And speaking of Omar Morrison, there he is on the running back screen. That's the 2nd running back screen called by the Mustangs coaching staff. very conservative play calling so far for the Mustangs coaches, as we see one of the Monarchs needing to be helped off the field here by his teammates. That is, of course, number 75, Sanoa Takeo. Mustangs lead this contest 5-0 here in the opening quarter. Mustangs in their road white and green uniforms, while the Monarchs in their home red. And that is complete. Again to Casey Bonner. Bonner with another nice catch. That one is good for a Mustangs first down. Redondo in shotgun. He's looking left. He throws left. That's complete. That's Justin Goring. He's fighting. Looks like he has enough for a touchdown, and he does. Touchdown Mustangs. Justin Goring with spectacular effort to get in the end zone.
Yeah, Chris, you called it there. What effort by Justin Goring. It looked like he was stopped several yards short of the end zone, but just pure will and determination, and he fought through it for the touchdown.
Point after attempt is up high, straight, and good, so that will make the score of this contest 12-0 Mustangs with an early first quarter lead.
Mustangs looking good so far, again, on all facets of the ball, offense, defense, and special teams.
And that offensive line, a huge part. Arredondo had plenty of time to sit back in the pocket and make that throw. Morningside coming back out on offense now, trailing 12-0. Morningside hands off. They're able to get some yardage, but Mustangs defense stacked that one pretty well. Justice Tavai right in the middle of things. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 coming up. And again, we see another Monarch needing to be helped off the field. That is Patrick June out there.
Yeah, Chris, this Mustang defense is really physical, and we've seen that all season long.
Of course, Mustangs defense so physical. It was after their game against the Mustangs when Peninsula decided to call it a season after the physicality of the Mustangs, and then Peninsula, looking at their upcoming schedule, they decided no more. Meantime, that is how that first quarter will end. Mustangs leading 12-0.
Yeah, I'd like to take this time to remind the fans that you can watch all the games and weekly highlights on coastafootball.com, as well as you can follow us and get up-to-date information on Facebook at keywords Maricosta High School football players. And don't forget to follow on Twitter at Costa Football, and you can follow me at Jeremy Sadowski.
Meantime, the Monarchs going deep and incomplete. Mustangs had a good coverage downfield by number 16, Blake Snyder. So 4th down and long for the Monarchs. There's the snap. It's a high snap. Good job by the kicker just to catch it. But the Mustangs were right there in his face. And the Mustangs get the block punt. That was Sean Walker. Another big play by the Mustangs team.
Yeah, Chris, Sean Walker has made several blocked kicks so far this season, and here that Monarch punter was just lucky to get the ball as he leaped up high, and that gave Walker all the time he needed to get in and get the block.
So the Mustangs will take over here after the big block, already leading 12 to nothing and deep into Monarch territory. Quarterback David Arredondo. 3 receivers to his right. He goes to the deep corner of the end zone, and he has himself a touchdown to his favorite target so far tonight, Casey Bonner. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Yeah, Chris, you mentioned his favorite target tonight. The Monarchs are spending so much time trying to cover Tino Sione and Goring that's allowing Bonner that one-on-one coverage, and he is exploiting it tonight.
Meantime, the point after attempt is up high straight, and it is good. So the score of this contest is now 19 to nothing here early in the second quarter.
You mentioned the conservative start to the play calling as we see Coach Baker now open it up a bit with some long passes.
Meantime, Monarchs, on a little bit of a nice kick return here. They do make up some field position, getting to about the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, Morningside. Morningside on the roll right. It's up and almost intercepted. As if the Mustangs defense wasn't playing well enough as it is. Justin Goring almost picked that one off. 2nd and 10 for the Monarchs. And this one is a QB keeper. But the Mustangs only allow about 3, maybe 4 yards on the play. So it's going to be a 3rd and 6 situation.
That was ladder milk on the tackle for the Mustangs.
Hogan gets the handoff, and he is not going to be able to get that first down. He is thrown backwards, stopped just shy. 4th and a long 2 for the Monarchs. They will go for it here. And again, Mustangs were all over it. That was Hogan with the carry. And a little confusion as it looked like the ball kind of skipped forward there, but the officials are going to rule him down. So that will be a turnover on downs here. Mustangs take over 1st and 10. A little bit of a confusing play there, but the Mustangs did bring Hogan down. So they take over. Arredondo goes deep again, and good coverage downfield on Sione. So incomplete, 2nd and 10 coming up. Arredondo looks middle and got hit as he threw, so that one was just over the head of Sione. 3rd and 10 coming up. But boy, Jeremy, you mentioned the Mustangs offense starting to open it up. You are seeing that on this drive. Both attempts for both pass attempts over 15 yards. The first one would have been a 50-yard strike to Sione. 3rd and 10, 3 receivers to the left of Arredondo. Instead, he throws to his running back. Out of the backfield, spinning is Williams. Finally brought down. He will be shy of the 1st down marker. That was Williams on just a simple flat pattern there, basically filling the spot that the 3 receivers left. Got good yardage, but it is 4th and about 2. So the Mustangs set to punt, and they fake it. Mustangs on the fake punt.
There appears to be a fumble on the play, Chris.
Mustangs had the first down, but that ball was loose, and it has been recovered by the Monarchs. First turnover by the Mustangs offense tonight.
Yeah, Chris, that was a fake punt. Jonah Tavai took it and just couldn't hold on to it.
Meantime, Monarchs trying to take advantage, get a big strike downfield. That was complete to number 3, Wilson. First and 10, Monarchs. Morningside 4-receiver set in shotgun. And instead, it's a handoff right out the middle. But, oh boy, not going anywhere was the Monarchs back. That was number 6, Jalen Wright, who was hit immediately by Justin Johnson. Shotgun formation, that pass is complete. Again to Wright, but the Mustangs defense swarmed quickly. Travian McGee with the completion, the left-handed quarterback for the Monarchs. Able to complete that one, but it's still short of the first, so it's third down here. Third and medium range for the Monarchs. Johnson stops, plants, throws, and that is intercepted. McGee for the Monarchs to quadruple coverage for the Mustangs, and it's picked off by Blake Snyder.
Yeah, Chris, that was a great job by Snyder there, reading the play, as we'll take another look at this turnover here for the Mustangs.
And see McGee roll to the right, stop, planted. I don't know what he saw. I don't know, maybe he was trying to hit that. He did have one receiver in the middle of the field, so I don't know if that was just an overthrow as he tried to throw across his body. Either way, it was a bad throw and a great turnover. Good play on the ball by the Mustang Snyder. They will take it. Turnover. Mustangs now first and 10. They start off on the ground. That's Morrison. Oh, with a big run on the left-hand side. Finally tackled out of bounds, but Omar Morrison showing that speed we've grown accustomed to all season long here for the Mustangs with a big run, first and 10. Man in motion. Instead, ball goes to the Mustangs back. I believe that may have been Morrison again with the carry. Got a few yards, so it's going to bring up a second down. Mustangs second and about 8. Monarchs showing blitz, but instead they make contact with the Mustangs offensive line. So that will be encroachment. 5-yard penalty against Morningside. Second and short now for the Mustangs. Mustangs lead this contest 19-0 here in the second quarter. Quarterback Redondo rolls right, stops, plants, throws deep, and oh, in and out of the hands by Goring. Goring, who already has one touchdown tonight, just barely missed his second. So Mustangs on the short yardage play keep this one on the ground. It's Williams on the carry. He's close, but just shy of the first down marker, so it's fourth down and about 1. They're going to go ahead and measure. And yeah, he's short by about half a yard, so fourth and less than 1 for the Mustangs coming up here.
That's about the length of a football there, Chris.
So the Mustangs, with this field position leading 19-0, they will go for it here on fourth. Of course, if the Mustangs can get into the end zone on this drive here, that would certainly put a big dagger in the hearts of the Monarchs. Quarterback David Arredondo. QB keeper right up the middle. Smart call by the Mustangs coaching staff. That will be more than enough for the first down, first and 10 Mustangs.
Yeah, Chris, that was reminiscent of the 2005 infamous Bush push by Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush as Arredondo with a nice play to Justin Goring touchdown, Mustangs.
Goring just missed a touchdown a couple of plays ago. Makes up for it there. Gets into the end zone on a nice catch. Good job by Goring to come back to the football. Gets it into the end zone. Another touchdown. Mustangs.
Yeah, Chris, let's take another look at this play. As we see again the accuracy of Arredondo as he drops back and rolls out. You have your running backs blocking, and then Justin Goring with a nice pattern, a great catch, and then rolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And again, we talk about that Mustangs offensive line led at the center position by Sam Blake. Really anchors down that center of the O-line for the Mustangs. Boy, Arredondo had all day to stop, plant, and throw with no one in his face. That makes such a huge difference to a quarterback, particularly a young quarterback, as Arredondo, a junior, really gives him that chance to just feel comfortable and get into rhythm, which now with his third touchdown of the night throwing, he is definitely finding his rhythm. Point after attempt. Point after attempt is up high, straight and good. So this score is 26-0.
Yeah, you mentioned that rhythm, and you can credit the Mustang coaching staff. Great play calling by offensive coordinator Matt Baker, giving Arredondo those short to intermediate passes to get him onto that rhythm, and then once he has gotten to that hot stage, he has then opened up the passing attack, as we saw in that touchdown to Justin Goring.
And one thing that has really helped Arredondo, which something we really haven't talked about much this season yet, but one thing that's really helped Arredondo get into that rhythm has been the consistency of him getting the starting quarterback nod from game 1 all the way to here, game 9. Mustangs in recent history have started the season with one quarterback and not finished with that same QB. They have kind of mixed it around a little bit, as you see Morningside with a series of trick plays here, looking around to see if there's a flag. They're calling it a touchdown.
I believe there's a flag on that one, Chris. There might have been a forward pass amongst those all those passes there.
Yeah, each one seemed like it was pretty close to a forward pass. So, and the officials are calling everyone back to the original line of scrimmage. A kind of a wacky play, but just to finish that thought on Arredondo, Mustangs coaches haven't really been as confident with their starting quarterback starting from game 1 as they really have been with Arredondo, and boy, has he rewarded them for that patience and the ability for him to really grow into this position. Probably the most solid quarterback roster spot we've seen for quite some time for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and you mentioned Arredondo. He has that he's very familiar with offensive coordinator Matt Baker, who was his offensive coordinator and head coach at the JV level. And Coach Morrow saw that relationship and then that offense that he wanted to put in. So he kept that all the way to the varsity level. And this is the first time that Morrow has not been calling the plays.
So, meantime, after the penalty on the bit of wackiness there on the Morningside Monarchs, uh, interesting play call there, but they weren't able to pull it off. Incomplete pass there. So now it is third down for the Monarchs. And that time, that one is complete right up the middle. Justin Goring trying to give chase, but just not able to bring down Adaris Wilson, who gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
It looks like
Oh,
it looks like one of the linemen were downfield on that play, and we have an unsportsmanlike after the play, so that will hurt the Monarchs.
wow, Morningside twice now, two big plays on this drive here that have been called back thanks to penalties. So all said and done, they are forced to punt, and Mustangs will take over with great field position. That one took kind of a funny hop there. Brian Loudermilk was alert. Good heads up play by Loudermilk. Picked the ball up and got that one all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, you mentioned Loudermilk was just blocking on the play, but it just bounced right into his hands, and he was alert enough to grab it and get as much as he could.
Loudermilk has had himself a pretty solid season. Again, another one of those sophomore sensations for the Mustangs. Meantime, Arredondo, that is a risky throw there as Morningside had read that play pretty well, so it's incomplete. It will be a third down situation, 3rd and 9 for the Mustangs to lead this contest 26-0 here in the second quarter. Arredondo rolls left, stops, plants, throws, and just misses Sione, who's been pretty well covered all night. The Monarchs have done a good job of being stride in stride with Sione. So the Mustangs decide to go for it here on 4th. They got a little bit of a screen going on the right-hand side. That works, and that will be close. Let's see, that may be enough for a Mustangs first down. Let's see.
It looks like number 22, Omar Morrison, came up a bit limping on that. See what happens rest of this game for him.
Meantime, Arredondo, after Morrison was able to convert the 4th down, Arredondo runs forward on the QB keeper, gets about 15 on the play, so it's 1st and 10 Mustangs. Arredondo with Williams to his right. He's looking left, throws, and that is incomplete. That one intended for the Mustangs, number 3, Justin Goring, who has had himself a 2-touchdown afternoon already. Arredondo looks left again, trying to hit Sione on the quick slant, but it's incomplete. 3rd down coming up for the Mustangs, 3rd and 10. 2 running backs to the right of Arredondo, and he keeps it following the lead block of the Mustangs, number 75, Ryan Ohansian. And thanks to that block, was able to get at least 5, so it's 4th and 5, and this time it looks like the Mustangs may settle for the field goal attempt. Lips setting up for a 22-yard attempt is up high straight, and it is good. Graham Lips is 2 for 2 on the afternoon. That will give the Mustangs a 29-0 lead with 37 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, Chris, the Mustangs have definitely worked out the issues that they had early on in the season with the kicking game, as we have seen it very effective the last couple weeks.
29-0, the Mustangs lead here in this contest. That one a short kick taken by Hogan for the Monarchs, trying to reverse field, but oh boy, the Mustangs are right there. What a big hit. That one was number 86 for the Mustangs, Cody Kellenbach. And in motion, McGee in shotgun. He goes deep and almost intercepted. Mustangs had double coverage there. Good safety help. Incomplete 2nd and 10 coming up. He takes the snap, hands off. Monarchs decide to run that one right up the middle. Stopped quickly. Mustangs number 18, Justin Johnson, involved in that one, the senior linebacker. And that is how the first half will end. Mustangs lead this one 29-0. Fans, stay tuned for a special halftime presentation, and then we'll be right back for the second half action.
This is Cynthia Sadowski with Fans Point of View. Adrian McPherson finally returned to the LA Kiss offensive starting lineup. Let's hear from him.
Adrian, you look really sharp in your first game back. What did it take to battle back from injury and stay that sharp?
My whole motto is you can't cheat the game. So, the first 4 games that I played, I wanted to do more. I wanted to watch more film. I wanted to get in the weight room more. That's what I tried to do. I wanted to challenge myself to not take a play off mentally. And I think that's what I did tonight. I think for the most part I made some good reads and got those guys the ball in the open space. And when you get them the ball in the open space, they make plays.
Shout out Equinox.
What do you think it's going to take to keep the winning momentum going?
For me, it's just continue to do what we did this week, and I think that's what kind of got us over the hump. We challenged each other to do a little bit more, and I think across the board we all did more than we did last week, and so we just want to build on that. We want to continue to prepare and work the way we did last week, and like I tell those guys in the huddle all the time, just make the play. I don't care who makes it. When it comes your way, make the play, and we'll be okay.
And welcome back, fans, as we get ready for the start of the third quarter. Your Mustangs lead this one 29-0 in what was an impressive all-around effort by the Mustangs. Mustangs defense got the game going here with not only 2 fumble recoveries, but also a bad snap that they were able to convert to a safety. That one followed the 20-yard field goal by Lips, which gave the Mustangs at that point a 5-0 lead. And from that point out, boy, it has been all about the Mustangs offense. Arredondo has completed 3 touchdown passes, 2 to Goring, 1 to Bonner, as well as a blocked punt and an interception by Blake Snyder, and 2 field goals by Graham Lips. This has been one of the most complete first halves of the Mustang squad this season. And now, just to tack on a little bit more, is Williams on a big kick return.
Yeah, Chris, the only bad news for the Mustangs, it seems, is that Running back Omar Morrison has re-aggravated that ankle injury that kept him out of last week's game. I saw him icing his left ankle on the sideline. Hopefully, he'll be back in this game.
Meantime, Arredondo under pressure and scrambles forward. Looks like he either got tripped up or just lost his footing there. Goes down, so to be looks like he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so at least that's the good news for the Mustangs offense. Meantime, this time it's a design QB keeper. Arredondo right up the middle for about 5. 3rd and 5 coming up for the Mustangs.
Just one more note on Morrison. I'm thinking that the Mustangs just might be giving him some rest because of the situation being up so big against the Monarchs here, and with Redondo next week. I think that I'm hoping that he's just getting some rest and icing that ankle for next week.
It helps when you have a backup as solid of a runner as Jamal Williams, the 5'11 junior, as I mentioned, runs with extreme power and can definitely fill the shoes of Morrison. A different style back than Morrison, but certainly just as capable and potent on offense.
Yeah, Christian, reminds me of the days of Thunder and Lightning back at USC when you had Reggie Bush and Lendell White in the backfield.
Which, of course, then Lendell went on to the Tennessee Titans and basically played that exact same role with Chris Johnson in Chris Johnson's rookie and second year. Johnson was the big playback that would burst out 60-plus yard runs, while Lendell White would get all those goal line carries. He then end the season with averaging maybe 15 yards a game, but had like 10 touchdowns on the season. Meantime, that one is broken up. Incomplete. Good play out there by the Mustangs secondary. Monarchs, high snap, but taken well out there by McGee, but incomplete. Again, good coverage as I see the Mustangs look like that one was Gilbert Spencer, or Spencer Gilbert out there with good coverage. Mustangs showing blitz. Instead, Monarchs run it. Good hit out there by the Mustangs. Number 16. So that's Blake Snyder. 4th and 1. Monarchs keep it on the ground, and I do not think they got it. Great stop behind the line of scrimmage. Mustangs, number 32, Justice Tavai right there for the play.
Yeah, great job by number 32, Justice Tavai, the senior, making a great play on 4th down.
Meantime, it's shotgun for Arredondo. He looks middle, he pumps, he rolls, he steps, he throws, and that's complete to Williams. Stiff arms past one and spins past the other. What a brilliant touchdown run by Williams. Touchdown Mustangs.
Yeah, Chris, let's take another look at this pass play by the Mustangs. A great job all the way around. As we first see, the Mustang offensive line gives Arredondo the time he needs, and then once there is a little bit of pressure, Arredondo pump fakes, rolls to his right, finds Williams. Williams with the stiff arm, Sione with the block, and then Williams spins off of that block past another defender and into the end zone for the touchdown.
That one might be one of my favorite plays of the season. Boy, what an impressive run by the junior Williams, who we just got done talking about on cue. Gets into the end zone, and again, another touchdown by quarterback David Arredondo. He is sharp as always. In the meantime, the Mustangs now extend that lead to 36-0 here in the third quarter.
And what enabled Williams to finish off that run was a great block by Sione way downfield. Great job.
Monarchs, meantime, on the return, the Mustangs, that 36-0 lead, they've gotten their score tonight. Started with a 20-yard field goal by Lips, put them up 3-0. The safety made that a 5-0 score. Then Arredondo started his aerial assault, first with touchdowns to Goring, then Bonner, then Goring again. Put the Mustangs up 26-0. Mustangs jumped to 29-0 after a 22-yard field goal by Lips. And that was just now followed up by a 36-0 lead, Arredondo to Williams. Meantime, the Monarchs make a big play downfield here, trying to see if they can get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. And in fact, they will. Looked like a little miscommunication in the Mustang secondary. That one is complete from McGee to number 7, Charles Acano. Touchdown, Monarchs.
Yeah, Chris, I don't know how the ball got through those two defenders trying to make a play on it, but McGee somehow got it in there, and the Monarchs are now on the scoreboard.
Even Williams was, even Acano was surprised.
And I guess even Williams was surprised too.
Meantime, that will make this a 36-6 score, as the point after attempt is no good. Monarchs getting ready to kick. Mustangs, Williams, oh boy, what a big return. Gets close to midfield, gets past the 40 at least. 1st and 10, Mustangs coming up. Mustangs start off on the ground. That's Williams again using that power running style. Pounds his way forward, gets just past the 45. That'll be a first down for the Mustangs.
Let's hear it for the defense, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the defense. One more time, Ryan Holman.
Arredondo. That was a handoff.
Excellent team tackle by
Williams
Bring up
pounding his way forward. Finally dragged down. Gets I'll call it 2 yards for the Mustangs. 2nd and 8 coming up. And there is motion on that one. That one may be against the Mustangs. Question was who drew what first. Officials are going to discuss this one, see if Mustangs drew the Monarchs offside or the Monarchs jumped offside and made contact with the Mustangs. But based on the Mustangs' reaction, I'm going to assume this one is going to go against them, and in fact it does. Motion against the Mustangs. That'll make it 2nd and 14. Arredondo rolls left, stops. He has a running back screen working on the right-hand side. 3 lead blockers and another touchdown to Williams. Mustangs answer quickly, get on the scoreboard again. Boy, are they rolling on offense.
Yeah, Chris, that was a great job by the Mustangs setting up that play. on the running back screen, you had number 56, Sam Blake, the center, get out there and make a block way downfield to enable Williams to get into the end zone.
Hansian, who I mentioned earlier, also made a big block on that one. It was a delayed block there by Johansson as the right tackle. He got that initial touch backfield and then released downfield for the block. Boy, those are three big blockers there for the Mustangs to be leading such a powerful back as it is. Easy touchdown for the Mustangs.
Jacksonville number 9 to about the 20-yard line. Boy, we'll set up first down, side 20.
Meantime, Morningside. Mustangs answered it Morningside touchdown very quickly. Big part thanks to Williams. Meantime, that one is up high and almost intercepted. Mustangs, in fact, looking for the offensive pass interference, but they'll take the incompletion. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, Williams,
McGee under pressure, scrambles. And oh boy, he is brought down with a big hit. I think that may have been Williams.
Williams is all over the place tonight, Chris.
Shotgun from McGee. Good snap. He's looking right. He stops. He plants. He throws. And incomplete. Almost intercepted again by the Mustangs. That defense is about all over the place as Williams is. 4th down coming up for the Monarchs.
Yeah, that was number 2, Spencer Gilbert, with the near interception there. And bringing up this 4th down.
4th and punting. Again, we mentioned Gilbert earlier. Not only is he a talented corner for the Mustangs, but also their backup quarterback. That time, Goring with a nice return, so the Mustangs take over 1st and 10. And they will have a penalty against the Mustangs, so it'll be 1st and 15.
Yeah, Chris, now we should start to see a bunch of the Mustang second-string players as they have this huge lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Mustangs, in fact, speaking of, get a 1st down carry by Kevin Russell, the junior backup tailback. And we see a change at quarterback. Just got done mentioning Spencer Gilbert in at quarterback. However, there is a turnover. May have been a miscommunication on the handoff attempt from Gilbert and his running back. That one has resulted in Monarchs now 1st and 10. McGee throws it up and somehow completes it. That is number 3, Wilson, with the catch. Mustangs leading 43-6, but the Monarchs threatening here after the Mustangs turnover. And that one will be another touchdown. Again, it's McGee to Wilson. Monarchs on 2 quick plays after the turnover capitalize on the Mustangs' mistake by turning that one into a quick 6. Monarchs going for 2. And that is no good, so this score will stay 43-12 here in the 3rd quarter. Morningside just about set for the kickoff. Of course, Mustangs looking for a big win tonight. If they can hold on, they will force what will be a big showdown against rival Redondo next week at uh, at Maricosta at Waller Stadium. Of course, it's always a fun contest, no matter what. Costa Redondo, gotta love that rivalry, but boy, it means so much more when playoff seeding is at stake.
And then add to it, you got former Maricosta quarterback, now Redondo's starting quarterback, Jacob Silvera, meeting his former team. So there's a lot riding on this game next week, Chris.
And Severa has looked very sharp for the Seahawks, so this will be a very interesting matchup for sure. Meantime, quarterback Gilbert keeps that one. Spencer with the design QB keeper, just like quarterback David Arredondo, sells that fake very well. That time he did hand off. Mustangs got close to the first down, but it's still third and short. Man in motion. That was Chris Salomon in motion, but meantime, that play blows up on the Mustangs. They do keep possession, but it's fourth down and 10 after the 7-yard loss.
Again, Chris, with the forfeit of Peninsula basically stopping their season right after the Mustangs game, there was only one other Bay League game tonight, and it took place this afternoon. Again, that was Redondo losing to Palos Verdes, and Palos Verdes clinching the Bay League title and continuing their winning streak to now, I believe it's 26 straight Bay League games for the Sea Kings. And former Mustang Guy Gardner, head coach of the Sea Kings, has done a tremendous job with that program.
Of course, as the Mustangs have their rivalry week next week, Costa Redondo, PV traditionally would have had their rivalry week game against Peninsula next Friday, but again, as you mentioned, thanks to the forfeiture by Peninsula, PV will get the automatic win on that one. Meantime, the Monarchs to the air, but oh boy, what a huge hit there by the Mustangs secondary. Second down play, that is complete for a small scamper. And it will be enough for a first.
One final note on the Sea Kings, Chris. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Peninsula, as if they get rid of their football program altogether, those Sea Kings will get all of the talent out from Peninsula.
Meantime, Monarchs able to hit on the big play. That was McGee hitting number 8, Darren Morgan, all the way down to the 5-yard line, so it's first and goal, Monarchs. But Jeremy, I know what you mean there. Of course, many implications to go on with PV and Peninsula. Not only the possibility of PV able to take advantage of the talent pool in that area if Peninsula folds. Another implication could be Peninsula keeping their program, but perhaps moving to a smaller conference, a smaller league, which could affect the Bay League roster. Meantime, that is how the fourth quarter will end. Mustangs lead this one 43-12.
Yeah, Chris, you mentioned the possibility of a new Bay League. It'll be interesting to see if you get a traditional rival such as West Torrens, or if you get a new up-and-coming talent team led by Lawndale, which has had a tremendous season this year. Be interesting to see if Mustangs, of course, are in the same division as Lawndale, if they move up into the Bay League.
Of course, you mentioned West Torrance. West Torrance, a former Ocean League opponent of the Mustangs, as well as the Seahawks and Morningside. So West would certainly be very familiar with these teams. West, even though no longer in the same league as the Mustangs, Mustangs do consistently leave them on their preseason schedule. So many would think that would be the likely replacement. Meantime, Peninsula could potentially move to the Ocean League, back to the old days. And as we watch Williams, Roy, has he had a fantastic game. Fourth down situation there at the fourth and potentially goal for the Monarchs. But Williams leaves no question of doubt on that one. Hammers down the Monarchs return man. Big loss on the play, resulting in the turnover on downs. Just another turnover for this Mustangs defense. Meantime, Mustangs back on offense there. That is incomplete, attended for number 3, Justin Goring. So it is now third down coming up. We do see, interesting enough, quarterback David Arredondo back in this game at quarterback. We had briefly seen Spencer Gilbert step in at QB, but I think I wonder if perhaps Spencer was injured. I do see him there on the sideline. I hope he wasn't injured during that fumble on the last Mustangs offensive possession. Meantime, it looked like Justice Tavai with the carry there. Redondo in shotgun. And that is incomplete, intended for Goring. Mustangs, meantime, big run up the middle for the senior Justice Tavai. Huge block by the Mustangs. Number 70, Jaden Rust, on the offensive line helps bring Tavai for a big first down gain. We see Tavai again with the carry. Able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 10 coming up.
As we got a chance to see the youngest of the Tavai brothers, Jagger Tavai, ball boy for the Mustangs there on the sideline.
Meantime, Mustangs again with another nice run out there. Again, Tavai with the carry. Redondo with the handoff. Mustangs obviously content at this stage of the game to just eat up that clock and keep this one on the ground. Mustangs such a dominating ground game as it is. Certainly a smart way to go. 2nd and short coming up. Williams, after the fake, Arredondo on the play action play is brought down and sacked. 3rd and long going to come up here for the Mustangs. Arredondo completes to Goring. Still on his feet. Nifty moves out there by Justin Goring. Justin, of course, has had himself another 2-touchdown performance here tonight. But that one is stopped just shy of the marker. Good individual effort by Goring, but it's 4th and 3 coming up.
I think he put the game in the refrigerator.
And looks like Mustangs may have been able to draw the Monarchs offside again. Arredondo really showing his command of the line of scrimmage tonight. That's twice he's pulled the Monarchs offsides in short yardage situations, getting a free first down. Now Spencer Gilbert back in for the Mustangs, but boy, the Monarchs had the blitz on. Good play call. Mustangs did hand off to number 27, Kevin Russell, but he was met as he got the ball. Looks like Monarchs in blitz formation again. This time Mustangs go with the quick hitch pass to combat that blitz. It works for a Mustangs first down.
Yeah, that was to the senior, number 10, Stone Carranza, on that little pass play to get the Mustangs the first down and to keep that clock rolling.
Mustangs in a double tight end formation here, and it's a QB keeper. Ooh, boy, it looked like that one. Chase Hunter ended up with the ball there. Looks like it may have popped out, but Hunter with the recovery. Meantime, right up the middle is a good carry for the Mustangs. Looked like that may have been Russell. Spencer Gilbert here trying to get the Mustangs into the end zone one more time. Mustangs lead 43-12. Gilbert, QB keeper, fighting his way forward, but finally forward progress is stopped. It is going to be 4th down and 1 for the Mustangs. Chris Salomon to the right of quarterback Russell. He gets the handoff and gets into the end zone. Big push by the Mustangs offensive line. It's another touchdown for the Mustangs.
That was a great job by the Mustang reserves to finish off these Monarchs here as they just pounded the ball all the way downfield and into the end zone.
Number 57, Joseph Rebel with a key block, as you mentioned, Jeremy, helping to lead that additional Mustangs touchdown. That one is up high, straight, and good. So the score of this contest is now 50-12 with under a minute left to go in this contest.
And again, we see the running clock appear, this time late in the game. Last week it was in the second quarter. This time it's about a minute left to go in the fourth. But again, the running clock has appeared in this Mustang game.
And boy, on special teams, you see number 42, Chris Salomon, who just got a touchdown, finishes this game with a huge tackle. It's a final, fans. Mustangs win 50-12. Impressive performance all the way around for the Mustangs. David Arredondo, again, sharp as always, with touchdown passes to Goring twice, Bonner, as well as Williams, and again Williams twice. So 5 touchdown passes by David Arredondo. Mustangs also got a touchdown run by Salomon late in the game. Good performance by the offense, but boy, that defense, Jeremy, you mentioned it earlier, they set the tone. 2 fumble recoveries on the first 2 offensive possessions for the Monarchs. They got the safety on the next one. They got an interception later on, a blocked punt by Sean Walker. It was just a solid game for this Mustang squad.
Yeah, Chris, this team is ready for Redondo, is ready for the battle for second place and hopefully a home playoff game. So next week it's all on the line against Redondo.
Mustangs win this one it's a final, fans. Mustangs will jump to 8-1 overall, 3-1 in the Bay League. Thanks for tuning in, fans. Let's go down to Jeremy on the sideline with the player reactions and, as always, reaction by Coach Finn.
This is Jeremy Sadowski here with Mustang running back and defensive lineman Justice Savai. Great job tonight. Mustangs dominated all facets of the ball. You ran hard. Can I get your thoughts on tonight's game?
We came out this whole week getting prepared for this game. We knew there were going to be a challenge. Even in the weight room, Monday, Tuesday, and Saturdays, we came out lifting hard. And then practice, we knew they were going to come ready. And so we just prepared the whole week, and then today we did our best, and in the end we got the W. So we're just gonna take this in, and then over the weekend have fun, and then come back next week. We're gonna get ready for Redondo.
All right, good luck next week against Redondo.
Thank you.
It's Jeremy Sadowski here with Coach Finn in the trenches once again. Mustangs came into Coleman Stadium again, dominating over 50 points. Next week's Redondo. Can I get your thoughts?
Here it is, right? We've been waiting all season for this game. We've had 3 good showings in a row. Offense was off and on tonight, but really showed that they could finish the game. So we're just looking to play that other red team in the South Bay, and can't wait to get our hands on it.